Yeah, maybe we should replace Ellie.
Oh, you said it, not me. She's actually gone. Oh, she's back.
I'm upset. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the What's Quack podcast. This is episode 5 and today we're going to be doing part 2 of our Eesti Laul 2021 podcast. So I am once again joined by Modris.
Hello.
And Cian.
Hello.
And yeah, today we're going to be doing the second half of the Eesti Laul podcast, like I said. So we're going to be covering songs 12 to 24. Well, 13 to 24 technically, but anyway, we did the first half in the previous podcast. You have not listened to that. You might want to go and check that out either now or after this podcast so you can, get our opinions on the first half. The first half was considerably better than the second half, so being overly negative in this half, it's because all the good songs are in the first half. But we're going to be following a specific YouTube playlist, so if you're watching on YouTube, you can find the playlist in the description down below to know what songs we're going to be talking about in this half and what songs we've already talked about in the first half. If you're on Spotify, unfortunately, we can't link that for you, but you can find it on the YouTube channel if you want to search up our YouTube channel as well. So, yeah, we're just going to kick right off with song number 1 of this podcast, but technically song 13, and it is Kaos by another Uku with a last name that I don't want to butcher, so I'm not going to pronounce it. Anyone else wants to chime in and try that, feel free.
Haasma.
There you go.
Yeah,
Thank you, Modris.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. Hasma? Hasma, maybe? I don't know.
We'll go with it. Right, so, Kaos. Modris, you want to go?
Oh, okay. So the first thing I want to say is that that's lovely, nice, old Estonian town. The music video is very typical Baltic indie alternative band video. Like, it's nothing original, but I guess it's suitable for the song from what we can understand.
Mm-hmm.
And what I liked the most in this song was the guitar outro, like the guitar riffs in the end. I don't remember anything else about this song. I have placed it at number 9.
You know, that's probably going to be the highest position of any song in this podcast.
Probably.
I do have one song in my top 5.
Oh god. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm surprised you don't remember it, Modris, because my first comment on this song was that this is a very Modris song. I don't know, maybe it's just because it's a very Baltic song. I was just like, yeah, this reminds me of Modris. I was very confused throughout the experience. I'll call it an experience because the music video was something else. Like, it was the weirdest fever dream. The fish? What was the fish? Why was there a fish? I just didn't get. I was so confused. The song itself, apart from the music video, putting that aside, the song's fine, but it is just fine. So I gave it a 6 out of 10, and it is my 10th, which is actually my highest placing song in this half of the songs that we're talking about. So it only goes downhill from here.
It's all downhill from here. Okay,
Ian?
so I'm not going to lie to you. We did the first part of this podcast yesterday, and yesterday is when I listened to all the songs. Haven't listened to any of them today, so I remember 2 of these ones, maybe. I've literally just got my comments from yesterday to go based off of. So, first of all, I just want to say, and I know I'm going to be attacked for this one, but it's fine. Is there a good song in the Eurovision sphere called Kaos? I am yet to encounter one.
I don't know. Is there?
This
don't even know any other songs called this.
the one by
Slovenian
Raven
one.
By who?
in Slovenia. Raven. It lost to Sebi in the national
Girl
final.
with colorful hair.
I mean, any song is better than Sebi,
Sebi-
so
No, Ellie, it wasn't. Debbie was my second last of the national final, and Kaos was my last.
Surely
It was
not.
horrific.
Surely.
No,
Surely
Ellie.
not.
After this podcast, you go listen to Kaos by Raven, and you come back and tell me it's better than Sebi with a straight face. I guarantee you won't be able to. Anyway, enough Slovenia bashing, because I know Benjamin is probably listening. Shout out, Benjamin. This is an improvement over Raven's Chaos for me, but that's not really saying much considering Chaos by Raven is a 0 out of 10 for me, and this is a 3 out of 10.
Oh,
Just
big
cannot get into it.
improvements.
Yeah, massive moves. Money moves, if you will. It just bores me. Like Modris saying, it's like a real typical indie Baltic thing. Like, it makes sense as to why this bores me. We all know I am probably the biggest opponent of indie music. Just as a genre.
As 2/3 of the anti-indie triangle,
Yeah,
it's understandable why Ricky didn't particularly enjoy this song.
Yeah. Like, the fact Ellie has this in her top 10, it's a miracle, but at the same time, again, speaks to how mediocre this selection really is.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna have to go find this in my top. He is my 21st. Yeah. So there's no point in me continuing to talk because it's just not going to get any better from here. Yeah, it's better than Raven, but that's not saying a whole lot.
Fair enough. Right, on to song number. Should I say song 14 or song 2? Technically song 14. Yeah. Song 14, Sunday Night by... I always read this as Rachel, but it doesn't have a C in it. Rahel?
Rahel, I believe, yeah?
Yeah.
Sure.
And I'll start because I'm guessing that Sunday Night is supposed to be a metaphor for her like weekly breakdown, which is a massive mood. Just right off the bat, what a mood. But I wasn't really vibing the instrumentation. The like music isn't really my vibe, but I liked the funky like saxophone or something that was going on in the background. That was cool. But she's cool. The song is fine. It was just kind of but I like her. I like her vibe and her presence. So maybe it'll grow on me live. But I gave it a 4.5, and it is my 15th. So middle of the road, whatever. So yeah, Cian?
Yeah, this is fine. It's a nice little bop. It doesn't really go anywhere. Like, it's, I don't know. It's a cute bop and it serves its purpose, but it doesn't really take you anywhere. I said I feel like this is either going to get lost in the shuffle completely, or it will sneak through as like a surprise final qualifier that nobody saw coming. Like, it's either going to be like last in the semi, or it's going to be like I can't remember. I think it's like the top 4 or 5 or something qualify. Could be 6. And it will be like one. It will be one of the last kind of qualifiers. It's probably going to get lost in the shuffle. But I mean, I think it's cute. I think it's fine. I gave it a 6 out of 10. It's my 12th overall, so literally slap bang in the middle. 12 out of 24. Like one of my many 6 out of 10s. I have so many of them in this selection. Yeah, it's fine. It's above average for this selection, which is probably one of the nicest things I'll say for this entire podcast.
The nicest things you can say about it.
Yeah.
It's above average.
It's an above average Baltic entry, which for me that's praise. That is high praise. If I'm complimenting a Baltic song, that is high praise. So
alright, Modris.
Alright, yeah, so usually I prefer real music instruments being used in the songs, but for this song, which had real music instruments in it, I think more suitable ones would be more digitalized sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other problem I had with this is her chains hanging from her head. They look so cheap. And That's just no good. And it is my number 16. So not
Only one place
not
higher than
awful.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go again. Fucking hell. Ellie and Modris back at it with the synchronizing, bullying Keen. Yeah.
Yeah, if you've
If I
not
may
listened
quote-
to the last podcast, me and Modris had the same top four, just in a slightly different order, and many of the places in the same place. So
If I may quote a great philosopher of our time, I think I've seen this one before, and I didn't like the ending. A little bit of tea swizzle for everyone out there.
that's on Taylor Swift. Anyway, let's move on to song number 15.
Oops.
Thank you. Bye.
Tuuli Rand.
Okay,
That's not
that'll
how we
do.
say.
That'll do. And yeah, we'll go to who was it started? Oh my god.
To me.
Cian.
To
Wait.
me.
Modris.
I will
Okay,
start.
we are going to Modris.
Okay. Okay, I will start. I hope everyone hears me. This song starts and I'm thinking, what is Doja Cat doing here? And the guitar sounds so much like Say So. But
Oh
but the other part, it follows by something worse than Say So. It's not good. Mm.
no. A man of many
No.
words. It's not good.
It is not good.
But somehow it has made it to number 18 on my list, so not the worst.
But definitely not the best.
Yeah, it's not good.
I would like to contrast that by saying that I think this is very good. Well, I say very. It's quite good. It's a cute little bop. I have written down bonus points for use of the Estonian language in an upbeat song that appeals to me. Because very rarely does the Estonian language actually appeal to me in an upbeat song. I don't know why. I think Estonian is nice, but just never really vibe with it. I've given this a 7 out of 10, which is my joint highest rating for this part of the podcast. And she has actually snuck into my top 5 in 5th place.
Wow.
So good for her. Yeah, good for her. It is just one woman, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, good for her. Like, it's a cute little bop. Like, if this goes to Eurovision, it'll get lost in the shuffle. But I mean, many of these songs would, in fairness. So she can't really be blamed for that one. But yeah, it's cute. Top 5, begrudgingly, but yeah, top 5.
Right. Well, yeah, it just seems like a basic filler pop song to me, to be honest. I mean, he's not bad. Like, I'm not offended by it, but like, my comment is that I've put the same feelings as Hypnotized, which doesn't really work anymore because Hypnotized was in the last podcast. So if people haven't listened to that, then they won't know what I'm talking about. But basically, it's just kind of a basic pop song, and I was kind of bored by the end of it. So I gave it a 4 out of 10. I believe I've placed it one place higher than Hypnotized, though. So I placed it in 16th, as opposed to Hypnotized 17th, which
That actually makes sense because I've got Hypnotized 4th and I've got this 5th, and I've given them both a 7 out of 10.
yeah,
So
they are
I do see
incredibly
the
similar.
similarities. Yeah,
Yeah.
completely.
Which I think if these two are anywhere near each other in the running order, good lord help them. Because I think people aren't going to even realise that the song's changed.
I don't think running order will matter for these two. Like,
well, yeah, but
it
if
doesn't
they're
really
next to
matter
each other,
where
it'll
they
be
are.
especially painful. Yeah,
It will be
they're-
painful for the
Yeah.
viewer.
it'll be painful, and we'll all be incredibly bored by the end of it. But well, maybe Cian won't, but it might be Cian's saving grace.
I mean, it's bold of you to even assume that I'll be watching a Baltic national final. Like, let's be real. Like, Eesti Laul is the only Baltic one I will potentially be watching, and even then, that's a stretch.
You will have to watch Lithuanian.
You're not going to watch
I'm-
Lithuania, Cian?
No,
You
I'm
will.
being forced to watch Lithuania this year, apparently.
You simply
because-
have to watch Lithuania.
Yeah, I know.
For the
because I need to
content,
give everything.
Cian.
Yeah,
For the content.
I need to give everything. We might have to figure out how we can go live on YouTube so everyone can just watch my live reactions. It'll just be me crying live on camera. It would just be me having a breakdown watching Lithuania's national final.
For
Wait,
context,
oh.
Cian really
That is
hates
actually-
Lithuania in Eurovision.
I
Like,
am
it's a
the
running
biggest-
joke.
I think
It's
it
not
would be
even a joke.
actually
It's just
very.
painful. They just bring me pain every year. They just and it hurts. It hurts because Ireland has the biggest Lithuanian diaspora, so we always give them 12 points in the televote, and I'm sick of it.
The
I'm
UK
fed up.
does that quite frequently as well.
I'm fed up. I've had enough. Get that fire exit door. I'm off.
But listen to all the people who feel the same way as Cian watching Lithuanian national selection live with them would be interesting. Like Cian does the live, and everyone who hates Lithuanian selection watches Cian watching Lithuanian selection. That would be like the
It's
most.
just
nice-
a chat full of people that hate Lithuania. The whole
Like
channel
the
gets
Lithuanian-
taken down for xenophobia.
It's just an entire chat telling me it's okay to cry. Don't worry, it's fine. Oh god.
Okay, we should move on. to the
Yes.
next song.
Move on to song number 16, which again, I don't even want to try and pronounce the song title or the artist.
I will try. Wait, my Estonian accent.
Oh god.
Tuuled by Wiiralt.
That'll do. Yeah, I'll start because I don't really have much to say about them. This is the kind of weird ass old-timey rock that I'd expect from Estonia maybe like 6 years ago. I use the term rock loosely, but like maybe like 6 years ago.
You didn't even watch Eurovision.
Yes, I know, right? But I am aware of some of the tat that Estonia has sent, okay?
But they,
I've not finished my comment. I've not finished my comment. Or from Latvia now. That's who I would expect to send this entry. I'll let you defend your home country in a minute, Modris. Right? I don't know what to say about this song other than that I don't think I liked it, because the whole time I was sort of sat there like, what is even happening, right? Like, what am I listening to? So I gave it a 3 out of 10, and surprisingly I don't even think that's landed it in my, has it like, oh, it has landed it in my bottom 5. It's my 21st, so just about in my bottom 5. With a 3 out of 10, so yeah, I'm not looking forward to it, let's put it that way. So yeah, Modris?
Yeah, well, I actually think that live this one will be better than it is in the studio version. Like, it might be more interesting to listen to, and the only thing that is sad is that over this song obviously was chosen for diversity, but weren't there better country rock songs that they could have chosen over this? Yeah, by the way, the guy Ott Lepland, I think it was his name, who represented Estonia in 2012, apparently submitted a song for Eesti Laul, and it didn't get chosen, but it's currently more popular than any of the Eesti Laul songs.
Oh, brilliant.
So,
I bet he's
Can I
feeling
just-
brilliant about himself,
Can
innit?
I just hinge a guess? Is it a sad male ballad?
actually, no, I think it's something more alternative.
Oh,
Really?
Like something that could have been chosen instead of this
Based
one.
on yeah, because based on Kula, I would have just assumed he sent another sad male ballad, to which I would have said, we have enough of them this year.
yeah,
We don't
definitely
Yeah,
really
no,
do.
it was actually a collaboration that was with some kind of band. And or something, and it
I mean,
has more views on YouTube than any of the Eesti Laul songs now. And it was released at the same time on the same day as the Eesti Laul
I mean,
songs, and it was
you've
3
used the
minutes
word
long.
alternative, so I'm going to assume it would have been in my bottom 5 anyway. But, yeah.
Possibly. But with saying that, this has made it to my number 12.
Oh my god. That is shocking. Cian, bring us back to Earth.
This is the one that caused me the most amount of confusion. Because originally I was listening to it, and I was like, okay, this is a 2 out of 10, maybe a 1 out of 10. But then it went on, and I was like, this is getting a little bit better.
Oh no.
Like,
he's gone
so-
to the dark side.
No, I haven't. I promise I haven't. So I was like, it doesn't really appeal to me, but like I am actually quite a big country fan. Like I do quite like the country rock vibes, and again using the term rock loosely. But I do like the country rock vibes the song gives off. It's, for me, right, it's ruined by the fact that someone is singing over it. If it was just the country rock melody for 3 minutes, I'd probably have given this like a 5 or a
Someone
6 out of
clip
10.
this and send it to Joseph. Cian would have preferred it if it was instrumental. Someone send this to Joseph.
Joseph, oh no, because now he's going to be sending me songs by fucking Olafur Arnolds or whatever his name is. He's going to expect me to become the Woven song stan, and I'm just not here for it. But yeah, so if this was 3 minutes of just country rock with no words, I probably would have vibed a bit more. But as of now, it's a 4 out of 10, and I have it 17th. So escapes my bottom 5, but still in my bottom 10. But
Fair enough.
decent.
Well, it's in
Right.
my bottom 13.
I don't think you can really say it's in your bottom 13, Modris.
13.
But I feel like it should be on the bottom, so like that
God.
plays. This is the borderline song when it goes from like bottom, like I have top 11 and bottom 13.
Yeah.
That's because
Okay.
although I don't remember what was the song I placed number 11.
Right. Song number 17, which I don't want to try and pronounce.
Okay, Ni korgele by Helen. I think that
I
that
can say
sounded well.
Helen. I can say
Yeah,
Helen.
Helen is straightforward enough.
Right. We'll start with Modris. Go on.
Again. Okay. So, what I have written down is that I'm very proud of her body. She looks very healthy.
Oh, okay.
Like, her face, she looks happy,
Would you be friends with her? Though?
mentally well. I think she would be a pleasure to talk to, like, have a conversation to.
If people
Go on,
haven't
Helen.
watched the previous podcast, okay, so
And I actually, and I actually think that, like, also the music video is very happy and positive and pleasant to watch, and she looks like a nice person, and I think she has a great stage presence probably as well, so she will probably perform it well. And the song is good for Estonian radio, but that's all. And I placed it at number 15.
Yeah, I surprisingly enough actually quite like this. I do understand it's gotten a lot of criticism for being boring, and I to an extent I can see that. Yeah, I'm assuming Ellie will come to that. But to make Ellie proud, I have, purely because I just couldn't ignore this. Because I couldn't ignore it, I have had to comment on her outfit.
Thank you. Thank you.
That bodysuit / leotard
Don't.
that she was wearing. Sorry, why was there
I
chicken
liked
feathers?
it.
Why was there chicken feathers on the sleeves?
Cute. When
What's
I
wrong
read my
with chicken?
comments.
I don't get it. And then also, following on from the chicken feather sleeves, why were there chicken feathers on the bottom of the dress that she changes into?
Because they're
Helen.
fluffy and happy.
No, Modris, please.
They're
Helen.
joyful.
Helen.
What do you mean they're joyful? They're dead on her coat. What is joyful about that?
Helen
You're
is
fine.
crying for help because oh my. Anyway, aside from
She
the,
looks healthy. Shut up. She loves
My
the chicken
God.
feather.
she looks healthy, but the chickens on her dress don't
Do
because
not.
they're dead.
Definitely do not.
But outfit choices aside, and normally I don't comment on outfits, but I had to on this one. The song is actually quite nice. I do quite like it. For me, it's a 7 out of 10, and it is my 8th overall.
Wow. Well, my first comment is just, good lord, Helen, how many chicken did you have to slaughter for that absolute monstrosity?
That's not funny.
What is she wearing? What? Like, for the most part, I've ignored the outfits in these music videos, right? But this I just couldn't let slide.
No, this one has to be talked about.
What? And beyond that, nothing about this song worked for me, and it just seemed so poorly mixed. Like, I don't know if the music was too loud or the voice effect wasn't working or something. It didn't seem to fit. It just seemed disjointed, and I didn't get it. I was like, why have they created this? Why have they created that coat? Like, it was just vile. I just didn't enjoy it at all. So I gave it a 1 out of 10, and it surprisingly isn't my last. It's not even my pre-last. It's my third to last, so it's my 22nd place by some miracle. Even though it was a horrible experience, and I never want to relive it
I hope we
again.
have
And
the same last.
if she brings that chicken coat
She
to
better do.
Eesti Laul,
Done.
I am
Done.
just gonna leave the room. I'm not watching.
I'm calling pizza. If
I
she brings that
simply-
chicken feather
literally,
coat, I'm
Seb.
calling pizza.
Seb. It just
The RSPCC, I'm calling them all.
actually vile.
Oh no, it's the RSPCA for animals, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, you eat chicken nuggets and like, where do you think the feather go? It goes to Estonia.
They don't have Modris.
goes
When I
to
order my
Estonia.
chicken nuggets from McDonald's, they don't have feathers.
No, but the
Yeah,
feathers from
before
those
they
chicken have gone to
kill, they
Estonia.
have feathers.
So when I
Before
eat my
they
chicken
kill the
nuggets,
chicken.
it's the feathers
By
have been
eating
fluffed.
chicken nuggets, we are
Of
fueling
course.
this chicken coat.
Do you know what? That would
Pause
actually
this
be a way.
kid.
Like everyone's always on about. Everyone's all about stop eating McDonald's because the chicken is poorly. Like this is a way to get me to stop eating McDonald's. If you told me that this is funding Estonian fashion, I
If
would
I
stop
eat these
eating
chicken
nuggets from
nuggets,
McDonald's.
they're gonna make more of those coats. I will stop eating chicken nuggets.
Yeah, I would stop. I would stop.
That's
I
what
would
they
do
do. Like, all the chicken feather from McDonald's chicken nuggets goes to Estonia to make quotes for Helen.
Helen's a
That's
monster.
the truth.
Oh,
No,
No,
she
she's,
just.
I'm sure she's lovely, but she just needs a better stylist.
Don't you know, like, I don't know about like United Kingdom and Ireland, but in Latvia the old pillows they have chicken feather in them. Like they are stuffed with chicken feather.
I mean,
I
old
couldn't tell you
pillows
what that is,
probably
pillows,
would be, but
Yeah.
I don't think we've had proper chicken
Wow.
feather pillows for
People
about
still
40
carry
years.
this
No.
home. People still have, like my mom, my grandmother still have chicken feather pillows at
I
home.
mean, we've
Because,
been
like,
New
they never-
Latvia's about
they're-
20 years behind the rest of the world.
How funny.
We've been new.
Do you know how long they last? Like, if they have been from like 1970s and they're still good and solid, good pillows, well then modern day pillows last like 5 years maximum, and you need to buy
Does
new
that
ones.
mean that she's going to be wearing this jacket in Eesti Laul 2057?
Oh no! Oh no!
That's very likely.
Oh god.
Okay,
I'm
next
gonna actually
song.
be traumatized.
Moving
Let's
on,
stop
moving
talking
on
about
from
chicken
chicken nuggets.
feathers. Song number 18. Again, I
I
don't want to
have
pronounce
say
this.
so. Olen, Siin by Ivo Linna, Robert Linna ja Supernova.
I'm assuming the like collective name is Supernova, and like
Yeah. And their father and son.
Supernova is correct because this jumped straight out of Latvia. Latvia? That's not right.
Wow.
I can't speak English. This jumped straight out of Latvia, and I cannot be convinced otherwise. I was so confused. The vibe was kind of alright in places. I like the father-son dynamic, that's cute. But I was a bit bored, so it got the 4 out of 10, the usual 4 out of 10 for songs that bore me. And I believe it's my 18th, yeah. So song 18 is my 18th. That's a coincidence I haven't noticed till now. Yeah, that's basically... Yeah, that's it. It's just... I was just bored, and that's all I'm really gonna say in it. So yeah, Cian?
Yeah, this just bored me. All I have written is very boring. Can't get into it at all. Like I said, I can't even remember the songs from yesterday, so I don't even know the melody to this. I
We talked about
recognize Ivo. I think I recognize Ivo from Melody Festival, from Eesti Laul a couple of years ago. I think it was 2016, 2017. He was like a shock qualifier with his like Estonian language.
Schlager.
Is Estonian Schlager a thing? I don't know.
Yeah,
But he made it to the final, and I was shook because I think he was my last.
Of course.
He's actually not my last. He's not my last this year. Although I have given the song a 2 out of 10, and him and his son are my 22nd, just above Yuri Pootsman. So
that is
love that for them.
Travesty.
Love
The
that
fact
for
that this
them.
is above Yuri is a travesty.
This one didn't hurt my ears, so that gives them the edge.
Alright. Well, I wouldn't put this on my playlist and listen it on simple Monday, but I do appreciate the composition. Like, it is very well composed song. The instrumentation is well, and their singing is good, and there's nothing really to fault here. It didn't really bore me either, so I placed it at number 8.
Right. What is next? Song number 19, Find a Way by Kristin something.
Kalnapenk.
Thank you. And we'll start with Cian.
Yeah, again, don't really have too much to say about this. Is this the one that had the Among Us plushie
It's
in it?
not.
No, it
No,
isn't.
Ah,
It
yeah.
it's the
isn't.
next
No.
one. Yeah,
I-
I
yeah.
get these two confused. Yeah, so this one it was too chilled and laid back for me. Jazz is not my bag at all. It's just not my thing. It never has been my thing. Probably won't ever be my thing. Like, I'm sure
20
to
years
people
time
that
when
enjoy
Cian's a jazz
jazz,
star.
yeah, I'm sure people that enjoy jazz will enjoy this, but it's just not for me. I've given this a 3 out of 10. It's my 20th, so it's just caught inside my bottom 5. But yeah, I don't remember the melody to this because I listened to it yesterday. But apparently, me from 24 hours ago was not vibing with this. So
Well,
I'm
I've
now
also given it a
assuming
3 out of 10.
love that.
Yeah.
It's just, to me, it just seemed like a worse version of Write About Me last year. Like, that was all I could think throughout the entire song, is that I was just like, Write About Me was better last year. It did this kind of, I don't know, genre, I guess, a lot better than this did. I just wasn't vibing. I was really quite bored. I think she's cute. I think she has a nice voice, but it just wasn't my vibe, not my kind of music. Like Cian said, it was too chilled and laid back. And I did actually really like Write About Me last year, and I think that did this kind of genre very well, and that this just doesn't do it for me. So I gave it a 3 out of 10 also, and it is my 20th as well. Just snuck into my bottom 5. Kin, we've agreed.
Me and someone else agreeing. Wow, someone take a picture. Mom, get the camera.
Susan. Right. Modris.
Yeah, so I also like the first comment I heard below the title "Find a Way" is Right About Me. Last year,
Yep.
Right About Me was my winner of Eesti Laul. I wanted it to win. I really enjoyed that song. I listened to it on Spotify, and last year I thought like I really enjoyed the studio, but I thought it will be not so good live. It will be boring, and they won't even qualify. But live they were even better than the studio. All right, so the first time I listened to Find a Way, I can already compare it to Right About Me. And the reasons why it isn't as good as Right About Me is the lyrics
Yeah.
and structure. Like the chorus is a bit not so well composed or something. I can't find the word, right word. So I didn't think it will be so hard for me. But then I listened to it yesterday, and I find it like, yeah, that this is actually a good tea drinking song, and I listened to it today as well,
Good tea drinking
and I added
song.
it to my Spotify playlist. And also, I really like her kitchen.
To be
And
fair,
with that being said,
her aesthetic is
this
cute.
today, after I listened it, like yesterday, I have placed it at number 6. Today, I moved it up 1 position to number 5.
Right. Song number 20. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Right. Song number 20 is Calm Down by Nika and Marula, I think, maybe. And we'll start with Modris again.
All right, so this song is basically a mix of multiple other songs. I heard Human by Reggie the Bobby Man or whatever what his name.
Who?
I
What?
heard Reggie the Bobby Man.
Reggie the
Humans.
Bobby Man.
What?
The song Human.
Did you
I'm
mean
only human
Rag and
after all.
Bone Man?
Yeah.
I believe you were thinking of Rag and Bone Man.
That's the one. I heard Cradles.
Reggie.
We can't just move past that. We can't just carry on.
Reggie.
I need a moment.
What do you mean, Reggie the Bone Man?
Anyways,
Please.
let's move on with the last one. It also, I hear Cradles by whoever, I have no idea who sung Cradles in
Suburban.
the chorus. Yeah, I hear Cradles, like the melody of Cradles, not like her singing, but the melody.
Yeah.
And I hear a lot of other stuff, and it's really overwhelming. And then the gospel part is also getting way too overused at Eurovision and selections. I'm getting sick of gospel because of Eurovision. Like, get it away from me. I'm really sad for the mamas this year because I won't like it just because
Get away
it got
from
on
me.
my nerve. Get away from me. Yeah, so I did not enjoy it. Like, I can see other people liking it, like especially Eurovision fans. But I have placed it at number 22, Kian's favorite number.
Love that.
Right, Kian, do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, again, not a massive fan. It's just okay. I've given it bonus points for the Among Us plushie because
Yes.
big shout out. Love that. It was the most interesting part of the music video. Sorry to this woman. I'm sure you worked very hard, but I popped for the Among Us plushie. Yeah, it's fine. I've given it a 4 out of 10. My 16th. I wasn't a massive fan of.
Yeah, I agree with pretty much everything you just said. It, I was shook by the Among Us plushie. Can't lie. I think that pushed it up to a 5 out of 10 for me. I, I was just so caught off guard. I rewound the video. I was like, surely not. Like, but it was, lo and behold, an Among Us plushie in this random music video from the Estonian national final. The last
Actually,
place I expected an
give
Among
me a
Us plushie
sentence,
to be.
please. Give me a sentence. I also find the part where she buys the TV at a shop very amusing. Like, what? This video is so random.
Yeah, it really is. I don't know what I didn't know what was going on, and then I caught an Among Us plushie and I just lost it, to be quite honest.
But at the same time, we stand.
Yeah, we do. Yes, we do. But apart from that, the song is just it's fine, and I didn't really know what else to say about it. It's perfectly inoffensive, middle of the road, 5 out of 10 from me. You know, I wouldn't listen to it, but I'm not gonna skip it. You know, like on the selection, I'm not gonna get up and leave the room like some of the other songs. Like it's whatever. So it landed itself in my 13th spot. So almost exactly in the middle. Yeah, it's fine. It's there. So with that, we will move on to song number 21, "Best Night Ever" by Tanja. And Cian,
Tanya, yeah.
you wanna take it?
Yeah, sure. This is very sadly the last of my 6 out of 10s for this
Oh,
national selection.
a
Um,
national day of mourning.
a moment of silence, if you will. Um, but yeah, this clearly is not as good as Tanya's previous entries to Eesti Laul. It doesn't come anywhere close to amazing, even though amazing wasn't actually amazing. It was just kind of fine. Um, and then I believe she was part of High Heels in the Neighborhood either last year or the year before, um, which was better than this. It's fine. It's generic, a very generic pop song, but it's fine. I said it feels very retro, and I think she needs to lean into that for her staging.
Mm-hmm.
I think if this is going to have any chance of standing out, they need to roll with that kind of retro vibe because there's not really there's one other song that I just can't remember. We talked about it in the first podcast that has a kind of retro feel. I think it might actually
I
have
think
been Lost in a
hypnotized.
Dance.
Lost in the Dance, yeah.
Oh, could have been him. Yeah, we were saying Lost in a Dance has that kind of Dua Lipa, The Weekend kind of
Yes,
throwback vibe.
yes.
This is just a lot more retro than that. Like it's not even the future nostalgia or after hours kind of vibe. It's just throwback. So I was like, I think they need to lean into that for the staging.
Yeah.
But I don't expect it to. I don't expect to see Tanya returning to Eurovision with this song. It's a 6 out of 10. Like I said, it's 11th for me, so I think it's actually slap bang in the middle of the rest of my 6 out of 10s. That is the midway point. Um, yeah, generic, fine. Could qualify to the final. Won't be upset if it doesn't.
Cool, right. I don't know who Tanya is, to be quite honest.
She represented Estonia in 2014
Right.
with Loreen Ritov.
Yeah, it was
Right.
basically Euphoria Light.
Okay. Right. Well, I don't know that, so I can't compare it to that. This is the first of her songs that I like think I've heard at least. Um, I like the music. The music was fine. Like the kind of retro vibe again. I like that. I think what let this down is the lyrics. I I expected to like this, right? Because the vibes were all there. The retro feel. I even like her outfit. Like everything was in place, and then I think the lyrics just let it down. I also don't think I'm a massive fan of her voice. I'm not usually massive on lower range female voices. It's just a personal preference. So yeah, but I think the lyrics were the main problem for me with this. I think if the lyrics were better, it could have been better, but again, that's probably a language barrier problem. Obviously, English isn't her first language, or whoever wrote the song, it's probably not their first language either, so that's probably what's at play here. But I think with better lyrics, this could have been better, but it kind of landed middle of the road again for me, 5.5, so just above Calm Down, and I think it is a place above Calm Down in my top. Yes, it is 12th, so literally smack bang in the middle of my top. It's there, it's fine. Maybe I'll vibe to it live. It might be better live. I might enjoy it a lot more. I probably will enjoy it considerably more if the performance is really fun, and I think it has potential to be really fun. But I was expecting the song itself to be more fun based on the title and the vibe and the music video and everything. So yeah, I think I was a bit just disappointed that it didn't deliver what I wanted it to, rather than I actually disliked it. So yeah, Modris?
No.
No, Modris is
Fair.
leaving. Modris is simply not commenting. Modris is just leaving.
Yeah, it's my number 23. That's
Oh
all.
dear. That's it. Modris is done. Wait, are you actually done? Are we?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Song number 22, I guess. Alabama Watchdog by Alabama Watchdog. Do we have to talk about this song?
We have to.
I think we do. Yeah, I don't.
Do
I think they'd
It'll
notice
take
if we
some time.
skipped over it.
Do I even think we should give it the attention? So we got
Yeah, but I have more things to say. Just like I don't have anything to say actually in my comments about the transphobic lyrics. Like even without knowing, understanding, and hearing the lyrics in the song, like I would have to say a lot about it. So
yeah.
I was just stuck, and so when I took a listen to it first time, and like the first verse, I'm hearing like, oh, all right, this sounds okay. I can't understand what they're singing. So maybe might be a decent rock song, but then the first chorus comes in, and I hear more of the lyrics, and it already smells like bullshit. And yeah, then the next thing that's very confusing is the band name Alabama Watchdog. Why Alabama? They are from Estonia. What's the connection with Alabama? Like Alabama is known for incest. Maybe that's the connection for
Oh
them.
dear. Oh no.
Hopefully not. So then after I also the lyrics were posted. I didn't read the lyrics in the Eesti Laul website when listening to the song. And when I read the lyrics, it got even worse. And based on the lyrics and what they want to say, like let's not look at their opinions and if we disagree or not, but based on the lyrics, there should be more anger in the vocals, but it just like feels like he doesn't feel the song well enough,
Yeah.
and it makes it feel like just another band. Like each high school has a band, and they play music like this, and
Name their songs after themselves.
probably, yeah. And my last comment, I don't know why how I've written it down, but it says la 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 la. I'm singing. I don't remember what I meant with this, but yeah. On that note, this is my number 24, and even with better lyrics, it would be my number 24. Rock is my favorite music genre, but this is just embarrassment for rock music.
It's an embarrassment. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, besides the absolutely abhorrent lyrics, like, what in the holy hell is even happening in this song. Like, it's just horrid. Out of principle, I just felt like I had to give this a 1. Like, my morals physically wouldn't allow me to rate it any higher. It's just vile. I just, there's no other words for it. I was just like, what the hell is going on? Like, why is this being allowed? Why is this okay? It's not okay. This just shouldn't have. I've given it a 1 just because I think if it wasn't so, like, horrible, then maybe there'd be potential, but it's just, I just can't support this. And listen, I wanted to put this last because I hate it so much. I wanted to put it last, but I physically couldn't. And I am angry at the song that has made me not put this last. Because every part of me wants to put it last, but I've had to put it 23rd because I physically couldn't put this last song last. Like, I just couldn't do it. So it's ended up in 23rd by some miracle, and that's it. I don't know why this is here. I don't know why it exists. It shouldn't exist, and I hope it comes last in the semi.
Yeah. So obviously the lyrics of this are an issue. I personally didn't pick up on what was offensive in the lyrics until I went back and read them, and then that's when it became clear. Just listening to the song straight through, I didn't actually pick up on it. But and while I don't think they meant to convey the message that they have, I also don't think they did themselves any favors with how they worded the lyrics. It could have been worded so much better to avoid this controversy that they find themselves in. And I know they've posted a defense, and the defense seems fair enough, but again, at the same time, it's just not on, really, is it? You just can't be posting things like that are subject to critiques like this.
Yeah.
Overall, not including the poorly written lyrics, I've given this a 4 out of 10. It confuses me because I listen to it and I'm like, okay, I do like this, and then 2 seconds later, I absolutely despise it. So it probably deserves a bit of a lower score. But for now, I've given it a 4 out of 10, and it's my 19th. But because of the lyrics, it is my last in spirit. It's not my last in spirit because. Oh yeah, Yuri's my 23rd. This is my 19th. Yuri hurt my ears more than this one did. I've just attacked you, like.
This just
if you were to
I think
clip the amount of time I've spent attacking Yuri.
Cian, maybe you should just buy new headphones. It might be a problem with the headphones, I think.
I agree. Get new headphones.
No.
Just transplant your ears.
I can assure you it's not the headphones. It is the volume.
You literally got your headphones from your brother and they were too little for you, so I think it is your headphones.
They are not the ones I use to listen to these songs, Modris. They are just the ones I use to listen for reaction videos. And I am actually going to invest in a pair of actual headphones, so I can do more reaction videos, and I'm not robbing my brothers the whole time. But yeah, this.
Yeah, but
this,
imagine having a bad taste, having a bad taste just because your headphones are trash.
Could never be me.
Well,
Modris, you are from Latvia. I don't know where you think you're getting off on critiquing people for bad taste. You are from Latvia. Your representative tried to wear fringe to Eurovision last year. You know what I mean? Like
nothing wrong with that.
Stop.
It's just the island, the European island people from the sea that.
The European island people from the sea. I don't think I've ever quite been described as a European island person, but
European people are different from you, so.
And thank God if we don't go around wearing fringe, and I am thankful.
Please, can we move on? Good lord.
Yes, we can. Quickly.
Song number 23, 6 by... I don't know.
No, just say it as it's how it's written. Heleza.
Heleza?
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 Heleza? Okay.
Heleza?
6 by Heleza. And yeah, Modris, do you wanna start?
I can start out. Yeah, this is a song I wouldn't expect myself to like. It sounds very, very much like song that Eurovision fans would overhype, and I would like think, like it's not good. But I actually enjoy this one, probably because like she's probably around the same age as me, and she basically shares the same childhood as me, same memories, and she portrays it in the music video. And this is also the first time I hear French and Estonian in one song, I think, and it sounds quite well actually, and I really enjoy the whisper. Like it's very actually usual for French songs to whisper some word in the song, like in the chorus or something. I can't remember exact song, but it was a very popular song in Europe in the 2000s. Yeah, and by that, like the song title is Six, and it is my sixth place.
Oh.
It was fifth before,
That's a
but I changed
coincidence.
it today. Yeah.
Yeah, in what has to be considered an upset, I agree with pretty much everything Modris has said. This should be a song that I dislike, and I agree it sounds like a song that Eurovision fans would overhype, and I would not like it. But I actually quite like this. It's quite cute. I really like the vibes. I've given it a 7 out of 10, and it is also my sixth place. So,
Wow.
aside from the fact that I don't
If
share the childhood
Ellie-
memories,
If only
yeah,
Ellie would have its sixth, it would be
Oh,
perfect.
definitely
sixth.
don't have it six.
yeah. In a turn up for the books, me and Modris have actually managed to completely agree on a song, which
Yeah,
is
well, we
definitely
also
history making.
we agree on a lot of 2000s music, so
True, that is true.
Well,
Go on, Ellie, ruin the moment.
maybe it's because I'm a little bit younger than you guys. I didn't enjoy this song as much. Maybe we'll just put it down to that and move on. Yeah, I would just wasn't.
Your lack of experience.
That's rude. But yeah, I just wasn't the biggest fan of the instrumentation. I like her voice a lot, and I'm a big fan of her, but that's completely irrelevant. Yeah, it was cute. It was cute. I just think it dragged for a little bit too long and didn't go anywhere for my liking. It didn't have the drama that I so crave in ballads like this, and so yeah, I got a 5 out of 10. It's average, middle of the road, and it ended up in 14th. It's fine. It might grow me. Might be pretty live. She might elevate the song, but again, that's irrelevant. Yeah, it's cute. It's nice, but it's very average.
When you
For
get
me at the
older, you'll
moment, so.
understand.
Okay. Not that much younger than you, okay?
Still.
Right. On to the final song. And
Do we
God,
have
I wish
to?
it wasn't here.
Do we
God, I
have
wish
to-
there was only 23 songs.
Okay, we're going to Modris last on this one because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
believe they
yeah,
had an
I
entire
need to go
song
last
for this.
here.
Modris has a speech prepared.
Yes.
Okay, so song 24 is Tartu by Redel, which I think should say Rebel, probably, but I don't know why it's
How
Redel.
did you say? Redel.
Redel? That's
Oh,
what
it might be Redel. It might. I will try to translate it, but if it has the same meaning from Latvian language, then that's cool.
what's the meaning from from
Oh,
Latvian?
it means ladder.
It means
Well,
ladder. Well, he won't be climbing anywhere. Let's
Yes,
put it
no,
that
and
he
way.
will not be climbing the
it
ladder.
is
Yes.
very, very, very similar meaning from Latvian. Like from Latvian, Redel is the part of the ladder, like the stick.
Oh, like the
Understand?
ladder rung.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope it breaks underneath him. To be honest.
Safe.
I guess I'll kick off because I've already started. The comment that I've written is I've just put just go away, like literally leave. just go away. Like I don't want this. This is the only song I didn't finish for obvious reasons. I think I played about a minute and then skipped towards the end to see if anything changed. It didn't. So yeah, what in the fresh hell? I just don't get it. Why does this exist? Why do people make music like this? Why do people think it sounds good? Like I can't tell if they're joking. Like, are they being serious? I just don't get. This is the only thing that anyone could have done that would make me put it under Alabama Watchdog, that would make me go against all of my morals. This is the only thing they could have done, is literally abuse my eardrums, and that is exactly what they did, and I hate them for it with a passion. If this so much as qualifies, let alone comes anywhere near winning, I'm cancelling the entire country of Estonia. I'll be ringing up North Korea to see if we can nuke it off the map, because I'm just not having it. I'm not having it. My ears, my poor ears, and good on them if they're having fun with this song. If they're having a good time, good for them. But please, God, have a good time away from me, somewhere that I don't have to hear it, because I just cannot. I give it a big fat 0, and it is my last place if you haven't gathered. Why? Cian, please speak.
Yeah, no, second everything you've said. My first comment is my poor ears. I just my like I recently got new glasses. They're in Specsavers, and after this, I think I may have to go back down to get a hearing test, because was just this was an attack on the senses. Oh, this was the only song that actually made me physically cringe when it started to press play. I've also written, who let the Hamburglar and his friend enter Eesti Laul? The Hamburglar, of course, being the popular character from McDonald's, who we mentioned earlier in this video. If McDonald's would like to sponsor us, that would be much
Yes.
appreciated.
Give us chicken nuggets. Don't send the feathers
Yeah.
to Estonia, and God wipe Tartu off the map, please.
My poor,
Well,
my poor
obviously,
ears.
these
I just
guys.
said, please make it stop. It assaulted me for about a minute, and then I turned it off.
Hello,
Unlike Ellie,
police.
I didn't even
We have been attacked.
I didn't even skip to the end to see if it got better. I just wasn't interested to see if it got better, because how could it get better? I just don't see how it could have possibly
Very
gotten
easily. It could have done literally
Yeah.
anything to get better. It couldn't
better.
have got any worse.
That is true. I personally think
only
they should have
thing-
followed the Yuri.
The only thing they could have done to make this worse was put on fringe tracksuits. The only thing they could have done. Any
That would be
fringe
epic.
in the music video would have made this worse. That is the only
A
thing they
fri-
could have done.
A fringe Hamburglar jumpsuit. But I personally think they should have gone the Yuri Putzman method and made this only 2 minutes long, because
Yes.
that was a saving grace for Magus Melancholia in my ranking. I mean, probably wouldn't have been a saving grace for this, because this.
It still would have been last.
Yeah. Again, in case you haven't gathered, it's a 0 out of 10 from me. It's my last place. There's not more. I need
Me
to
and
like. I was
Cian in
convinced.
solid agreement.
I was convinced Magus Melon Julia would be my last when I first heard it, and then this played, and oh good Lord Jesus, I just could not cope. I may actually have become religious after listening to this because, oh,
I need
surely I
prayer.
deserve.
We need cleansing.
Surely need a spiritual awakening. Surely I deserve some form of spiritual reward for having to sit through this. Yes,
The
I'll now
things
hand you
we
over
do
to
for
Mod.
this podcast.
The things, like people are like, why are you even a Eurovision fan? And this is honestly one of the reasons. This is one of the moments where I questioned why I am. I just couldn't cope. So I will now hand you over to Modris, who will proceed on his
Yes.
presidential election speech.
Yeah, I would start by saying that this all starting to make sense because, like, if this is Hamburger guy, he went to McDonald's and stole the feathers for Helen.
Oh my god, please. Please.
He
It
enabled
makes
that
sense.
monstrosity. I
So,
am not surprised.
on that note, it's very, very, very interesting that Ellie is planning to cancel the entire country of Estonia because of this song. And
As she should.
And here, why it's funny. So, first time I was listening to the song, I obviously see the name Tartu. I recognize the name Tartu. It's a city in Estonia in which I have been before. Pretty nice city. It has very cool science center with a lot of different stuff. And I'm listening to the song and I'm hearing more and more words. I'm understanding almost half of the lyrics, and that's because they're just naming different towns and cities in Estonia. So that's why it's funny that Ellie will cancel the entire country of Estonia because they
Because it's a
basically
tour of the
name.
whole country.
Yeah. Moving on. So one of my future plans is to travel Estonia by a car, like a road trip. And I've decided that I will use the list of this song. Like I will take the lyrics and travel the towns and cities based on this list, one by one by one.
You think that's going to be enjoyable?
That won't be enjoyable because like they're not geographically located the way they're routing. So I will go from one end of the country to another, then back and forth throughout the country. But that will be fun. And yeah, they also name the city Valga, which is very interesting story. I forgot to Google some stuff, but Valga is a shared city between Latvia and Estonia. The Estonian part is bigger, like it has roughly 18,000 people living there. Yeah, and what's very interesting is that Estonian people from Valga and actually from whole Estonia come to Latvian side to buy alcohol because alcohol is cheaper in Latvia. But people from Valka, Latvian people, they I don't know how to say it correctly in English, but they register their location, their home, as if they were in Estonia, because the taxes and health care and all that is better in Estonia.
Well, I tell you what, you'll need a whole pile of cheap alcohol if you wanted to make it through the entirety of this song, because my lord,
Great
I could not do it
healthcare.
sober. Yeah, I could not do it sober.
You'll need all the doctors.
All right, but talking about the song, I really enjoyed the beat of the song. I find it, I still find it very entertaining, and I actually listened to it 6 times, and I have placed it at number 7.
Modris enjoys other people's pain, is what I am concluding. Like, Modris enjoys seeing other people suffer. This song is a form of self-harm, and I am not having it. Okay, I will not. I love myself too much to put myself through this.
The thing about it, you are from United Kingdom and Ireland, and you have completely different humor, and your entertainment is completely different from
I forgot
Baltic
Modris doesn't find the Great British Bake Off funny.
Yeah, like
fuming.
It wasn't funny. It really isn't funny. Sorry, Ellie. And when I look at the Eesti Laul YouTube channel, and the views on that. Tartu is one of the most viewed song of this year,
I
and
did
it
see that.
and
I
the
defended.
like dislike ratio isn't that bad. It has 738 likes and only 149 dislikes, so it
They are
isn't
all
that
me.
hated by the Estonians
Hear me and
themselves.
Ellie,
And
basically.
they name all possible towns and cities in Estonia, so people will hear their city, town, and they will
If they
vote for it
win, if
because
they
they
win the
will hear.
televote just because they've named every single town and city in Estonia,
I'm
I
not
will
having it. I'm
Yes.
just
sue.
Oh,
I
and
will
by the way,
sue.
I was very interested in what are the other lyrics they are singing besides the city names, and how lyrics are just, let's say Valga is small and wooden. Like the houses are from wood, like most houses in Estonia are from wood. Like you go to Estonian town, as you can see in Kaos music video, Kaos probably in Estonia.
right.
A lot of houses there are wooden, and those are the towns in Estonia, especially older towns. So everyone in Estonia can relate to the song. They hear the city names, and I think it has very high chances to make it to the final. It won't win probably, but because like
Good.
jury won't place it high, but I think
Good.
it can
As they
make
should.
it to the final.
I really hope it doesn't. I can't sit for it twice. Cian will actually not watch the final if this makes it, I think. Cian will
I
just
won't
not.
watch. I won't watch the second semi-final of Eurovision if this goes for Estonia. I will just skip the second semi-final. It's bad enough.
Well,
It's bad enough that Samantha Tina is in the
you,
second semi-final.
yeah,
If this
I
goes
God,
as
saw
can
well,
you
this.
imagine?
if this is in the same semi-final as Samantha Tina, I will just not watch the second semi-final.
It would be
Ireland
epic.
is not in it, so I don't care.
It would be epic. Best
I'd have to
semi-final
watch it
ever.
for Hurricane, but then I'd switch it off before.
And with that, you made it through all 24 songs. Like I said earlier, if you haven't watched the first podcast that we did on the Estonian national selection, then you should go and check that out. We covered the other 12 songs in the selection. Should we do a very quick, just run through of our top 5? Just a quick reminder. Obviously, we've said where we've placed all of these in our top, so you can thread them together if you want. But do you want to just do a quick?
Yeah, we
can
can do
say
a
our
quick one.
5th place to our 1st place. And yeah, so Cian, do you want to kick us off? 5th place to 1st place.
Am I going 5 right through to 1, or are we doing all of the 5s?
Yeah, just
right
whiz
through.
through it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So my 5th is Uks by Tuuli Rand. My 4th is Hypnotized by Kia. My 3rd is Heaven's Not That Far Tonight by Sured Tudrulut. Definitely pronounced that wrong. My 2nd is Kiss Me by Carl Killing. And my winner is Lost in a Dance by Gramophone.
Right, my 5th place is Lost in a Dance by Gramophone. My 4th place is Free Again by Egan Milder. My 3rd place is Magus Melancholia by Yuri Putzman. My 2nd place is We Could Have Been Beautiful by Quote Tom. And my 1st place is Heaven's Not That Far Tonight by that name that I'm not even going to try and pronounce. The 2 lovely, beautiful queens of Estonia. Let's just say that.
Yeah, my 5th place is Find a Way by Kristin Kalnapenk. My 4th place is Heaven's Not That Far Tonight by the wonderful ladies. My 3rd place is Magus Melancholia by Yuri Putman. And the 2nd is We Could Have Been Beautiful by Koi Top. And the winner for me is Free Again by our friend Igor
Friend
Milder.
of the channel.
Friend of the
Igor
channel,
Milder.
Igor Milder.
And on that note, thank you all for listening
Hi.
to this podcast. If you've somehow managed to make it through not just
Bless
this
you
one,
if you've
but
made
the
it.
other one
Bless
as well,
you.
thank you so much.
Comment, please
If
comment
you need
on
medical
YouTube.
assistance after this, please get some.
If
but
you
yes,
if you need therapy, you can join our Discord server in
Yes.
the link in the description.
join our Discord server.
I'm not sure that will help.
While you're in the description, check out the other podcasts that we've done 4 episodes before this, so we've covered the Albanian selection, we covered Junior Eurovision 2020, we've covered the French selection, so you can go and check that out. They're on the channel as well. Some reaction videos on our YouTube channel. Our YouTube is What's the Quack. If you're listening on Spotify, just search it up, you'll find it eventually, probably. Watching on YouTube, please do leave a like, and like Modris said, leave a comment down below, let us know what your favourites are, any comments or opinions and whatever, leave them down below. We will try and reply to every comment, and yeah, all of our links will be in the description down below, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So we will see you in the next podcast whenever we return as a trio, which probably won't be very soon because my god, this was a mess. Yeah, bye guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.